Hey everyone, my name is Ray and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about student loan in Norway. In Norway, we have a government-funded system for loan and stipend for both high school and colleges. So let's start with high school. How much stipend can you get? Well, that will depend on how much both your parents make. Do you live with them? Do you have any brothers and sisters? And do you make any money, etc., etc.? You know, there's all different rules. But let me just make it very simple. If you come from a very rich and wealthy family, you probably get only maybe 1,000 kroners just to buy books, but other than that, you get nothing. But if you're coming from a low-income family, then you get, of course, a lot more. And again, it will depending on your situation. But the maximum amount of stipend you can get in high school is around, I think, 20,000 kroners for a whole year. If you feel like the stipend is not enough, then you can also get a government loan in the same system, but usually high school students don't get a loan. The public colleges in Norway are free if you can qualify for it with the best grades from high school. How much stipend do we get in Norway? Well, 40% of your entire student loan will be turned into stipend if you follow these three rules. First rule, you have to pass the exam for every semester. So once you pass the exam for one semester, then a certain amount of that loan will be turned into stipend. And two, you have to prove to the government that you are not living with your parents. And it's very simple to do that. You just have to give them a copy of the contract where you rent your apartment. And number three, you are not allowed to make certain amount of money, like there's a limit to it. I'm not sure what it is today, but let's just say 250,000 kroners. If you pass that limit, then the government will say, well, you are making enough money to provide for yourself, then you don't need a stipend. So then your entire loan will be low, so you don't get any stipend. But of course, it's beneath that amount, then you will get the 40% stipend from the loan. So some people may ask, well, why do students in Norway just have to go through the government funding program? Why can't they just get a loan in a bank where there's no limit and there are few rules? Well, there are different reasons for that as well, because the government funded program is very beneficial and generous. For example, the interest rate is around 1.5% to 2%. It will depending on the year. The best part about the student loan that's funded by the government, that is that you don't start paying anything back until you finish your education. For example, you could be taking a bachelor degree or a doctorate degree. It doesn't matter how many years you study. You won't start paying back until you finish your education. And the same goes with the interest rate. So the interest rate won't start count until you finish your education. So let's say if you have been taking student loan for 5 years, and there's no interest rate in between those 5 years, and it will only start counting once you finish your master's degree, for example. So that's it for this video, and obviously I didn't cover all the topics, just the most relevant and the ones people can relate to. And of course, if you are interested in how the Norwegian government funding system works, I put a link in the description. Everything's in English, and it's called Lånekassen. That's the name of the place we kind of call or email to if we have some questions. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!